Welcome to the show. Okay, we know it's important to start your day with prayer and meditation, but what about a little laughter too? Are you getting enough laughter in? Well, J. Anthony Brown is known for rapid fire, trash talking wit that keeps you on your toes and boom, laughing out loud. There is no platform that he has not conquered already on the airways, on TV, and of course on stage. He is a comedic legend. It is my honor to have
Thank you so much for having me here.
It is so great to have you.
Thank you.
I love that your story, for all the things that you have done, starts with a young man telling jokes here in Atlanta.
I caught the bus from Columbia, South Carolina. Back in the day, if you caught the bus from Columbia, South Carolina, it would take you like 18 days.
No, it did not. It's right down 20.
It was non-stop, 18 days.
It is down 20.
Because it stopped everywhere to like to throw off,
it did.
Deliver a bumper or a box. We didn't know what was in it. And it's
Had to pick up a bunch of different
yes.
things.
If you've never rode the Greyhound, you know what I'm talking about.
And if you did ride the Greyhound, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. So I landed in Atlanta. I ended up staying in the YMCA. On the steps. When I came here, on the steps, it was weird. The room was steps. They had steps, flat, cut it off, and that was my room.
Oh my God.
That was my room. But
But you were in Atlanta.
I'm in Atlanta, you know. And I came.
What did you come here thinking you were going to do? What was your plan?
I came here to be a designer at Massey Junior College. There was before the SCUD College, a designing school. Yes, before that,
Savannah
it was Massey Junior College, which was a designing school.
Got it.
I go to enroll, and my grant is short, $315, and they wouldn't let me start.
Oh my God.
And so I'm not gonna go back to Columbia. It's just not going to happen.
So how did you end up on stage then?
I ended up on stage because what I started doing was I worked at a tailor shop called Henry's Tailor Shop, which was on Mitchell Street. And then I ended up getting a job in Underground Atlanta, and which was so good.
That's when Underground was popping.
Underground was popping. The good part about that job, I didn't even know what I was making. The first thing the guy said, you can eat before you start work. Boom, I'm in.
What do you know about that? Watch out there now. Watch out there
now. Don't play with that, though. Don't be throwing that out there. So I ended up getting the job at Henry's Tailors, and I knew that Mr. V's, but now before it was Mr. V's, it was a place called the 8 Ball. And on New Year's night, they had a gong show. So I go to participate in the gong show, and he says, we're going to shut down for a while, and we're going to open a new club. And it's going to be Mr. V's. And if have you ever seen that club? It was immaculate.
I've heard, just the legends.
It was beautiful. He had chandeliers, the floor lit up. He had ashtrays that had V on, and he had to glue them down because people were stealing.
Going to try to take them.
They stole a lot of them.
But that was an amazing foundation for this career that just took off. How did you know, like, I mean, obviously you're always funny, right? But you also knew you were a good writer. You knew how to write some jokes.
I knew this later on.
Later
on. But Mr. V said, I want you to host my gong show. He had a gong show. So I go. I didn't get gong.
Because
I wasn't
That's
up
a good
there
start.
long. They weren't going to gong me in. I wasn't on stage long enough. I got one laugh, and then I was done. And so he made me a host of the gong show, which lasted for 5 years. And the next thing I do, I go out to LA and I get a job writing for Arsenio Hall.
And what was that like? Like when you go out, because I feel like there's also some teachable moments in your story, right? A lot of this is stepping out on faith.
I go to LA, and a friend of mine is a writer. His name is Paul Clay. And at that time, Arsenio only had 2 writers. And he said, well, the day I get there, he says, come over to Paramount, hang out with us when we finish the monologue.
Well, that's a blessing. Come on over
I know,
to
the first day. I'm in LA, and I'm over to Paramount. I see the Star Trek people walking around. It's like, it's unbelievable. So he's writing the monologue, and he says, this is easy, you can do this. I'm like, okay. So, you're sitting in the room where they're writing jokes. I say something. He said, oh, that's funny. Can we use that? And he said, well, you can do this. I said, I can't spell, and I can't type. And he says,
So somebody's going to have to
I'll
transcribe.
get somebody. But you know what? Here's my motto. Never let what you can't do stop you from what it is you want to do.
Wow.
Because it'll hold you back. You'll go, well, I don't have enough money, or I'm not smart enough, or
So you got to find some workarounds.
You got to find some way to work
learn
around.
how to do it, right?
So
But either way, you're not
I found
going to let it
somebody
stop
to
you.
type for me, and that changed my life.
Yeah.
You know, this was before text. This was before fax. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This was
Right.
before all that.
You literally were typing
you had to
it out.
write it
Yeah.
out. So I get somebody to write my jokes, send them to Arsenio. I sent about 2 weeks, and then I'm on the road. Paul calls me up and says, Mr. Arsenio is going to do your joke tonight. I do the joke. It's a funny joke. He calls me up the next day. He says, I need you here in 2 days. I fly back to LA. He says, where are you from? I said, I'm from Colombia. He says, I see you Monday.
Wow.
That's just a blessing.
And that is the beginning of many stories.
Many things.
Listen, I don't want to run out of time to take a look at a clip from, we've got several, but your most recent role is Uncle Vinny on Tyler Perry's hit show, Assisted Living. It's a show that so many people love. Just take a look. Let the shenanigans begin.
Oh, I hate Brown. Oh, I hate Brown. Oh, I hate it when he's around. 'Cause I hate Brown. Second verse. Oh, I hate Brown. Everybody sing. Oh, I hate Brown. I'll be glad when he's in the ground.
Thank you. Bye-bye. You have a lot of fun with the work that you do.
Mr. Brown is unbelievable.
He is Mr.
I mean, he can remember all of his lines. He can remember all of your lines. He directs.
He was just here.
He's amazing. Did he mention my name?
He did not, but I'm sure it's just because we ran out of time. It's just because we ran out of time.
What about his wife? Did she mention my name?
We ran out of time. There was a lot going on.
Neither one of them.
Just sit tight. Just sit tight, because when we return, J. Anthony Brown is known for his cutting up, as you could already see, and the stand-up. But there's some other things J. Anthony Brown's got going down, if we would, and we're going to talk about that. Even a taste test is coming up. Stay with us. You do not want to miss. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I really want to thank you for season 3 of Portia. It's because of loyal viewers like you that we keep getting to share this daily dose of positivity all across the country. So just a reminder, I still need you to like, comment, and subscribe. And go ahead and tell your friends. You can catch us now in Orlando, in San Francisco, in Atlanta, and all across the country on Fox Soul. Tell your friends. We'll see you soon on Portia.